I'm Haley Barnett, Senior Attorney and Unit Leader of the Disaster Unit at Acadiana Legal Service Corporation. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about how to repair and deduct under Louisiana law. The information provided in this video does not and is not intended to represent legal advice. All information available in this presentation is for general informational purposes only. If you need legal help, you should contact a lawyer. You may be eligible for our free legal services and can apply by calling 1-866-275-2572 or by visiting our website at www.la-law.org. Repair and deduct is the legal process that allows a tenant to notify their landlord that repairs are needed to the property that they are renting. If the landlord does not make the repairs, you can make them yourself. You can then demand reimbursement or take the costs out of the next month's rent. The repairs must be necessary to use the repair and deduct process. The repair and deduct process must only be used for future costs to fix a repair problem. A tenant cannot use repair and deduct for past due rent. Any tenant who withholds rent at any time may be at risk for eviction for non-payment of rent. Before you repair and deduct, if you have a written lease, review it to check for who is responsible for what repairs, if there is any special notice you must give to your landlord to communicate issues with the property, or if there is any waiver of repairs. Identify whether the repair is a type of repair that is necessary. A landlord is not obligated to fix minor repairs. A landlord is not obligated to fix or pay the cost for damage caused by the tenant or the guests of the tenant. If a property is destroyed by a natural disaster, the lease may be canceled. Finally, keep a record of all maintenance and repair problems. Keep a copy of all types of communications, receipts, or other information that you have with your landlord or repair company. Step 1. Notify your landlord. Draft a letter to the landlord that explains the problem and the need for necessary repairs. All requests to repair a part of the property must be written in order to successfully repair and deduct. Give your letter to the landlord by mail, certified mail, return receipt requested as recommended, email, or text message. If your lease gives you a specific method of notice, you must follow those guidelines to send your notice in demand. Step 2. Give the landlord time to make the repairs. After you send your letter, wait to hear from your landlord. Allow your landlord to access the property to make the repair. Continue to document the repair issue if things change while you're waiting to hear from the landlord. Document any communication with your landlord if your landlord replies to your letter. Your landlord may also not respond at all. A tenant can generally make a repair themselves, but this is not recommended unless you have experience with making the necessary repair you have requested. Get quotes for the repair. Find a qualified professional to give a real and accurate estimate for the costs of the repair. The price to pay for the repair must be reasonable. You need to show payment, billing, bank statements, or receipt of payment for expenses. You cannot use repair and deduct to make repairs that are more than the price of your monthly rent. Step 3. Make the repairs. A tenant can fix the repair themselves only after the landlord fails to make the repair in a reasonable time based on the type of repair. The landlord may also refuse to fix the repair at all. A tenant should not begin or make a repair if they have not allowed a reasonable time to pass. The landlord has a reasonable time to respond and fix the problem. Emergencies could shorten the timeline the landlord has to make the repair. Take pictures and/or videos of the property condition before and after the repair. Gather any documentation to show proof of the work done, the length of the time it took, the costs, and the extent of the damages. Gather any documentation of the recommendations or professional opinions about the repair. Gather any reports about the work done and completed to make the repair. Step 4. Notify landlord that the repairs have been made. When the repair is completed, you can demand immediate reimbursement or deduct the cost of repair from your future rent. Draft a second letter to your landlord demanding immediate reimbursement or notifying them that the repair and deduct process was used and that you will be deducting the cost from your future rent. Attach all proof or other evidence, including payment or receipts, to show the price paid. Include any other documentation, proof of communication, or other proof about the repair. After repair and deduct. You are not likely to get evicted for non-payment of rent if your landlord accepts the rent you pay. Your landlord may accept the partial payment, including the deducted repair costs. Make sure you send the notice by letter and proof of the cost of repairs when you pay your rent in this case. Be sure to pay your rent on time. Your landlord may send you a reimbursement for costs if you demanded one in your letter. If your landlord refuses to reimburse you, you can find out if you can take legal action in small claims court. The Louisiana Law Lab Good Repair app helps tenants decide if a repair is good enough to use the repair and deduct procedure. Acadiana Legal Service Corporation. Our 1-800 number is 1-866-275-2572, or you can visit us online at www.la-law.org. Thank you.